I'm the commander of the Einsatzführungskommando der Bundeswehr. My task is in Germany, to prepare for the operations outside Germany, and I'm only responsible for operations outside Germany. And therefore, my task is also to develop capabilities, to develop the concepts, to check with how many people can we reach the necessary tasks. And this proposal I will then address to the Chief of Defense, who then will order me on his behalf to execute it. And what we do with that is then we execute that in coordination with all other commanders for the single services or other organizations.
Is it difficult to recruit new troops for risky or partly dangerous international operations?
The German system builds upon that the soldiers execute what is necessary. So we do not ask the soldiers if they would like to take a chance to go in another operation. No, it's the inherent task for the German soldiers that they get the orders and they go in the different operations. So we do not ask if they would like to do it, but that's the task of the soldiers. And whether the task is risky or not risky, it means the necessity to go does not rest with the individual soldier. We get our task for all the operations from the parliament, we get the mandate, and within that mandate we then establish the necessary troops, and then we go with those troops in the operations.
Okay. Can you use a few words on how German troops are trained before their deployment in Kosovo?
We have a well-established training cycle for all our troops, not especially for the troops who are going into Kosovo. This is just one of the 11 tasks we presently have all over the world. We have a very efficient training system, and I'm very proud of that. The German soldiers are so well trained as they are. And this is one of my tasks. I'm coming over here to see if everything runs fine. I have a good impression on my troops here because you asked for Kosovo. I have a very good impression on the troops. I know the commanders personally, and I've worked with a lot of the commanders in other operations, so I rely very much on my troops here. For the training cycle, we have an individual cycle in the groups, and then the whole contingent works together in the training cycle. But this is efficient, and it's the same for all the operations. And then we look at different operational arenas, and based for that special operational arena, we have peculiar training modules. For example, culture. It's different here in Kosovo, or whether you go into Afghanistan, or whether you go into Lebanon or Africa. And in addition, if we send, for example, soldiers into United Nations missions into Africa, they are mostly on their own. We train it differently than if they're working like here in big contingents. So that makes a difference. And I think we have a very efficient system. It works pretty good from my point of view, and I rely very much upon their knowledge and their training.